Just want to make sure I can see everything here. Let's see. Let me first see if I'm live. I am. I can share me now. And then, let's see. Share there. All the things, right? How are you all tonight? Hopefully you all are doing well. Okay. Get it put out there in all the places. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Dee. Hi. How's everyone? My Siri, for some reason, is going off. I don't know. Anyway, hopefully y'all having a wonderful Monday.
I didn't get that. Could you try again? I didn't get that. Could you try again?
It's okay, Siri. I don't need anything right now. Y'all, she acts like my best friend when she's not my best friend. Anyway, she's probably gonna be mad at me again for saying that. You know, she gets mad at me. Anyway, I hope y'all have had a good week. I hope y'all having a great Monday. I'm glad to be back with you. We are doing, I sketched it out a little bit, like it's a little hot mess, but we are doing, this is my inspiration. It's a little baby Highland cow. And so I know I was going to do a pig, but I changed my mind last minute because I didn't have time to pull out all the paints that I needed for it. It's actually one I'm going to do for a paint party, but I didn't have time to get all of the paints out and look at that. So I'm just going to go with what I have paints here. And I thought we just do this cute little Highland cow. I did one similar a few months back now, or last month, I don't know when, but anyway, I did one similar that sold, and so I thought I'll make me one. Oh no, I'm sorry you have bronchitis. I'm hoping you feel better. Pray you feel better really soon. So I'm gonna go ahead and get us started. And so let me just click that so I can see. And thank you for tagging folks, Dee. Thank you for that. I'm sorry, Cindy, about you being sick. That sucks. I'm going to go ahead and get some hazelnut down. I don't know. What color background do you think we ought to put on this guy? I don't know. I'm going to try this mint green. I kind of like that. Let's just kind of like that. These are Pentart acrylic paints. I'm trying these out. I really enjoyed them last time when we did I'm going to use a little bit of this green too. When we did the little pirate gnome. And we're going to do another gnome that is going to be a captain. Just because, I don't know, I kind of had the vision of the captain and the pirate kind of took over. And then I was like, is that what I really want? I don't know. So we're just getting a few colors down. I don't know what our background's going to be yet. But I'm going to go into a little bit of these teal mints and this sky blue with a little bit of this darker blue in there. And we're just going to have a little bit of this background going. Tell you, that's a pretty combination. And we'll figure it all out. Hey, Brenda, how are you? They are so cute. They are really just so adorable. I love them. I'm glad my other one sold. I was like, I kind of want one. I kind of want one for myself. If I were to ever have farm animals, which I'm no farmer, I love animals, but I don't want farm animals. That I don't. That I know I don't want. I'm happy with my cat and my dog. Like, I don't need anything else. I'm good. But I have to say these paints a little bit goes a long way. I love it. I'm not fighting it, trying to get it down in the tooth of the canvas like you have seen me do in times past. So they are very creamy. This little guy is a baby. Not very big. Not very big at all. You doing okay, Brenda? That's good. What you having good for dinner tonight? You always cook such good stuff. What's everybody having for dinner tonight? I'm having some scallops actually tonight. So I'm looking forward to those. My sister-in-law, Ted's sister, they were at the beach and they came back on Saturday and they bought us some scallops. You quit cooking? You sound like me, Brenda. Like, I don't know. I have a tough time when it's just me. I mean, it's not just me, but it is just me eating. My husband doesn't eat with me and he has a tough time with food. And so he doesn't. So when I cook mainly for myself. So I have a tough time with that also. So I understand fully. I understand what you're saying. It's hard. I do too, D. I love them fixed certain ways. I'm not like I like them. I don't want them like soft and mushy. I like, or in like cooked in sauces. I don't like any seafood cooked in like a Alfredo sauce or a scampi sauce. But I love it like sauteed or grilled. And look at that. I love that. But I totally feel what you're saying. It's not the same when you cook for yourself. Oh, that sounds good. Chicken strips, potato wedges, and mushrooms. Minus the mushrooms. But I totally get if you like mushrooms. I'm not a mushroom person. I have tried to be a mushroom person. Like, I have literally tried my best to be a mushroom person. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's I don't know what it is about the mushroom, but I just don't like them. And I have tried them fixed every way from Sunday that you could fix a mushroom. And I just don't like them. And I don't think at this point, I don't know of a way that you could fix a mushroom that I would like it. I have tried the stuffed ones too. And I thought maybe that was the secret, is that I was like that. No. So when you hop on, say hi. Tell me that you're here. We're just painting this cute little Highland cow. Well, it's going to be when we're done. I kind of sketched it out. And this is what we got. I'm using hazelnut and ivory, a little creamy white, and a little white. I just want to grab all these colors on my paintbrush because then it just does the work for me and I don't have to fight it to get all of that cute little color going. So we're just going to get some color down. And, you know, we don't care if it's perfect, because we're going to put hair all over it anyway. So it's going to be okay. But yeah, I've tried my best. I've tried my best to like it. Well, it just has not happened yet. I have yet to make a mushroom that I like. So we're just looking for structure right now. We're looking for basic structure of our cow. That's all we're doing. Get paint down and look at structure. We'll worry about everything else later. There's nothing that we can't fix. If we get something that's not quite right, we can fix it. So, everybody have a good weekend? Anybody do anything fun? I didn't do a whole lot. What did I do this weekend? Well, Thursday night, Zoe graduated from high school. I went to that, of course. Hard to believe. Girlfriend is 18, a senior, now graduated. So, yeah, she is out of school for this. Well, she's going to be going to the community college for summer. She's going to take some classes there. So she's going to do that in addition to working. And then next year, she's going to be at the same community college. And she'll wrap up her associates next year. And then she'll transfer for 2 years to, I don't know which college she's picked yet. I think she's leaning to the University of Delaware. That's her number one, but Minnesota was there in the running for a little bit, and I don't know if they still are in the running. But anyway, so y'all tell me what y'all do fun for the weekend as we paint this cute little Highland cow. I've got hazelnut, and I'm just picking up a little bit of all these colors because I just want it to be varied. Hazelnut, white, ivory, and creamy white. I'm just grabbing a little bit of all these colors right on my brush, so it's all mingled in there. We'll worry about specific colors and specific spots in a little bit. Slept most of the weekend, yeah, because you've been sick. Oh, that's fun, Dee. Did you buy anything fun? Did you see anything that you're like, I want to make that? I can make that. That's one of my favorite things about craft shows and all is that you find some, you find the things and you're like, I can do that. I know that's not great for the artists that are there. I do support the artists that are there. I buy from them also, but there's some things just, sometimes inspiration just is a good thing. And it's fun to go with family, granddaughter. That's a fun thing. So we've got our basic cow down. I'm going to rinse off this brush because I'm going to come in here with a lighter color. I don't want that hazelnut in there. I'm going to actually use the creamy white for that area. I'm going to grab a little smaller brush just to work with, a little smaller brush. Let's grab this one here. She got a cute backpack. Everything you bought was for the 10-year-old. I understand that. She was an expensive date. I know all too well how expensive they can be. 2 pairs of earrings and fed her off the food truck. Yeah. It sounds like a great day though. But I understand how expensive that gets. It is amazing how quickly it all adds up. But then again, you go to the grocery store and get 2 bags of groceries and you're like, today I ran out at lunchtime to the store. I had to go to the post office. And I ran out to the store and I got 3, just the little plastic bags of stuff. You know what I mean? Like nothing, no big bags, nothing like that. 3 grocery bags and a thing of cat litter because I didn't have time to run to Sam's to get the litter for Yo-Yo. And so I got that. And it was $85 later. And I'm like, I didn't get hardly anything. The only meat I got was a package of bacon. And it's like $85 later. I'm like, okay. Just breaking me here. Yeah. $85 later. But the quality time is definitely the thing there is to have that quality time with your granddaughter because that is what's important. They have gone up so ridiculous price. It's not even funny how the prices of groceries have gone up. Like, I know everything goes up. I understand that, but it just seems like it has gotten rather on the ridiculous side lately. as how expensive the I want a little darker blue, but I don't want it to go black, and it's going black. But I mean, I want a darker brown. I don't want darker blue. I want darker brown. But it's definitely not going to the darker brown that I want. It's getting there a little bit. But it's not really the color I want, but it's going to go. I don't have an HEB store. I don't know what that is. I went to one the other day and there were at least 20 cashiers. Wow. Well, at least they want you to be able to check out, unlike other places you go and you're like, is there even a cashier in the store? Like, I shop a lot of times at Kroger, which tends to be like our cheaper grocery store here, or the best price grocery store here. And so I go to Kroger a lot. And I'll tell you, I go in there sometimes and there won't even be like, the only place you can go is the self-checkout, which I normally do self-checkout because I'm kind of a little bit funny about how my stuff is bagged. And so, but so I would rather just go through the self-checkout, check myself out, bag it the way I want it, and then I don't have to like be like, well, put that with that and that with that, you know, because I don't want to be that person in line. Like, I would never be that person in line. I would just like change it when I got out of the line and, you know, in my car. But it's just easier if I do it myself. But there's been times where, like, my mom hates them and she won't go in them. She like goes to because she's like, I always have trouble. And she's like, I always have issues and I always have to get people and there's no one there to come. And she's like, I don't want to do it. So she wants to go through the line where there's somebody checking you out and stuff. And I would much rather just go through so we're just going to round this out a little bit. I want to add a little light to these horns. So I'm just coming in with that ivory and I'm just putting that creamy ivory, creamy white on part of I'm leaving a little edge of that dark. So it's going to round that out a little bit. Yeah, you hate them too. And I always think about how someone, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I totally think that they are trying to replace jobs with them, though. I do believe that. And I don't like that aspect of them. But I still use them because it just is easier for me. I don't have to be like, well, how was my stuff? Did they put the right stuff with the right stuff? I used to work at a grocery store. That was, I had that job for while I was in high school and my first few years of community college. I worked in a grocery store. And so I did. I worked for Safeway. But Yeah. But, and there's truth to that too. There's truth to the fact that, like, you know, somebody doesn't have a job that is, you know, and I do think that they are a little bit somewhat trying to replace jobs that way. Going to just darken inside these ears a little bit here. We're just making it up where that dark would be in that ear. And just pulling it out. But yeah, the grocery stores have gotten ridiculously expensive lately. And I mean, I know, like I said, prices have gone up, and I understand, you know, the whole COVID and all that stuff and supply and demand. But honestly, I'm going to just put a little dark right here. This is kind of like underneath that belly, and I'm going to put a little dark in here, and we're going to come over with some other colors. So I just want to darken that out a little bit more. But anyway. But it is nice to have quality time at a craft show. I love going to craft shows. I love spending time at craft shows. They're just so much fun. They are so much fun. I love being in craft shows. I haven't done any this year so far, but I'm hoping to do some before the year is over. It's just the ones around here, every time they've been here, it's been a night where or a day where I couldn't do it. Or I had like something going on that evening that I couldn't, you know, get over with the craft show before what I needed to do that evening. So it's just been, I haven't been able to participate, which I like to do that and sell my art at them, because I can't hold on to everything I do. Even though I love everything I do, I can't hold on to it all. Like, I don't have that much room, especially when you're like creating like as much as I create in a, put a little bottom lip on him right here. You know, even in like a month's time, it's a lot, but I love every minute of it. Give him a little lip. Just a little bit of a lip. We'll separate out those lips in just a minute, but just give him a little bit of a lip there. My fingers want to go to sleep. I guess the way I'm holding my paintbrush. Well, that was brilliant. There we go. Now I'm liking it. We're getting something that resembles the little cow in there. Something we have to come in and put in all his hair and all of his details. So we're not done yet. I'm gonna come in and get in some eyes in here because I want to make sure we get those eyes the way I want them. And so we're gonna get those in, at least the initial eye in. Again, just to say that we have paint down. We can figure it all out in a minute. So what do you think? You liking it? So my video, I'm also live on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. And some videos will be going up on that. So you can go check me out there if you're on Facebook. I just slide a little bit so I can see. I can't see everything. Okay. So now we mix some colors to get our background color. So now I can come in with any of these colors individually, and it should be that we can see them well. I got my cap in my background color. I want this to flow off very easy, so I'm using a little bit of water because I want to start building in the hair. We're going to start putting in the hair. I'm going to start this color, and then I'm just going to go lighter and lighter and lighter. So this one is probably the harder of the ones to see, but you'll see it as we continue down this path of putting them in. And put some down here on the legs. You can see it Was that the I am to say you can see it? I don't know. I don't know what the I am is. I don't know what I said. What did I say? She's gonna be a cutie when we're done. What time? Okay, we got plenty of time. Just seeing what time it was. I don't want to. I like to keep these roughly at an hour. Anything beyond that is too long. I've done beyond that, but that's a little too long. Whoops. I'm gonna lose my paintbrush. We're just putting in some hair. These Pen Tart Creamy acrylics are nice on the canvas. So when you hop on, say hi. Tell me how your weekend was. Tell me if you did anything fun. We're just using a little bit of water with our little brush here. And we're just getting something that looks like hair. We'll come in maybe with a little bit of a wisp brush. Where's my wisp brush at? Probably need to pull that out and put that in some water. Provided I can find it. There's always that. I had that brush not too long ago. I usually just keep it in one of these right here, but oh, there it is. Hiding in plain sight, as they say. It always looks a little weird at first. Just go with it. That's part of the ugly phase. It'll be okay. When we're done, it'll be adorable. Got one of Kai's. Well, it definitely. Come on. I saw you move. There we go. Painting hair and got real hair up in it. Remove the real hair because, you're painting hair. That makes sense. No, we don't want hair up in our painting. Even if it is from my little boy, Kai. There we go. Looking like a cute little Highland cow. So we're going to do this. And now I'm going to go to a lighter color. And we're going to come in and do this kind of a similar thing. With a little lighter color. Y'all got quiet. That's okay. Just continue to put in that hair. I'm using just a regular, it's a number, I think it's a 4. Yeah, 4. I'm not using a whisk brush yet. I have a whisk brush hanging out in my water. I'm going to come in with that in a minute. But right now I'm just using a number 4 brush. Just to get some of the bigger hair in here. This is just to get my big pieces of hair in there. And then I'll come in with a little bit of a whisk brush. I'm just using a little water with it just for flow. This is a very creamy paint, so the flow is already good, but just so it gets the little small strokes that I want. I'm okay if it's thicker and thinner or whatever. It's fine. But a whisk brush works really nice, but the best way to use them is when you have let it soaked in a little bit of water. So let it soak, let it hang out and get all happy. And look how our cow is just getting furrier and furrier with each one. And so we're going to do this. And we're going to get in all of this kind of like under hair level layers. She's got all kind of hair. It's a she. It is. It's not easy to do. It's something that takes a little bit of practice. But I have found the easier way is to not try to do those true wispy hairs right away. Come in with a little bit of just like a small round brush and put in some hair in there, even though it's thicker than you want. And then once you get that in, switch to a whisk brush. And a whisk brush, rake brush, they're called grainer brushes. They're called all different things. But if you notice, if you look, I'll put it here. Notice how it has these like little separations in it. Can you see that? See that how it has the little cutaways? You want to maintain that when you load your brush. You want to maintain those cutaways. And so you want your brush to be wet, and then you want to go in your paint, whatever color, doesn't matter. And you just want to make sure that you can still see all those separations and you haven't loaded it to its full. You have one of these brushes? Yeah. And so then once you have it loaded, then you can just come in and you can work it a couple of different ways. You can work it, the same way you would do a brush. You can do the flat side down and get like several strokes in, or you can do the, like you were doing the chisel edge side of your brush. You can work them, you can use this either way. And these will get that nice little fine lines that you're looking for. And we're just going to go over everything with this. The water, just having those bristles wet, just helps the flow off the bristles. And make it a little bit better. See, don't let it clump. I just let it clump because I wasn't paying attention. So I need to get that out of there until it's coming off the way I want it to come off. Got a little gnat flying around my face. One is like little natty fruit flies or whatever. I don't know why. There shouldn't be any. There's no fruit down here for them to be on. There's nothing down here in my studio for them to be down here. I haven't even seen any upstairs, so I don't know. Maybe it came in from the garage. Who knows? She's looking cute. Now I'm going to go and go into this other color that we were using and do the exact same thing, but with this brush. She's coming. But see, when you put that thicker hair on underneath with that larger brush, you now have stuff to work with the smaller brush. And so you have a foundation to work with. And it's just then the layering of that hair gets easier because you have that foundation to work with. And so then it's just a matter of just continuing to build. And you can decide how many times you want to go through all of the colors. You could go through them multiple times. And each pass, you would just build more and more and more hair on your cow. Or on whatever animal you're doing. It doesn't have to be like whatever animal or person you're doing. The more passes you make with the different colors, the more you build that hair up. See, I kind of got it a little thick. I start with the darker and then go lighter and then go back to the darker and start to layer, that way too. So like I first did the darker with the larger brush. I kind of used a mix of all the colors when we first put that base down. I used a little bit of all the colors. And then when I started putting the hair on, I went to that smaller round brush, just a number 4 brush. And I put the first layer on with the dark color. And then I put the second layer on with the lighter color. And then I switched to my greener brush and I went back to the darker color, put that layer on, and then went to the lighter color. And so you switch back and forth the different colors. And we still have 2 colors that I have not put on here that I will, but they're just going to be our little accent. I got too much white in that one little spot. I needed to come in, and my brush it probably had a clump in it that I wasn't paying attention. And it went down clumpy. So I just had to come take it out. That's the beauty with having that base coat down, because that becomes your eraser. If you need to erase something, you just go and to that base coat and you just erase it right away. I'm going to go into some of these other colors. This is ivory, so it's a little more on the yellow side. But that's okay. It's just going to give us another layer of color. And I don't want to put quite as much of this. I just want to have a few, mainly on the top of the head. I want to lighten that a little bit. I got a little clump right there that I'm going to erase. And so we can see how the Highland cow is turning out. Oops, wrong one. Just want to add a little bit. Now going back to that dark for a minute. Dark. And I'm just going to come in and take away some of that brightness that I have right there, because I had it clumped and I don't want clumped. So anywhere that I think it's a little too bright, I just come back over it with a little bit of the darker. It doesn't cover it entirely, but it dulls it down a little bit. And so that's all we need to do. She's turning out super sweet. I'm gonna come in just a little white. Put just a little white highlight. On some areas. All right, I think we're good on our hair. For right now, let's finish up the rest of our cow, and then we can finish up any hair that we want to finish up. So I'm going to come in with some black. And we're going to put in a little nose. Give it a little mouth. And, 'cause, 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 ' actually going to darken just around this part of where that nose is at. I just want to darken it a little bit. Add in just a little bit of that dark. Just gonna give me a little I'm just allowing a little shading. Just where it would be a little bit darker. Just a little shading. It was a little too bright right in that area. And just coming in with a little bit of that original color just to blend it a little bit so it doesn't stand out quite as much. Again, same thing on this side. It's just a quick way to blend, just to get that look we want. Just a little bit of lightness right there on top of that nose. Just to kind of call that nose out there a little bit. It's going to pull that nose forward a little bit to give us a little dimension in that face. And I'm actually going to come in with a little of this dark around this eye. So we kind of push the eye back a little bit. So this is how we maneuver what we want to get our shape back that we want. Lights are going to bring forward. Darker is going to push back. And then we can start to see our face pop in there the way we want. And so and he's going to get really, she's going to get real cute. Say hi when you hop on. Let me know you're here. She's going to get real cute. We're going to work in these eyes a little bit here. Gonna, I put in a little bit of white in there. And now I'm going to come back over it with just that black. And even though I'm covering it, you're going to kind of still sort of see it. It's still going to see it. Now I left a little bit of white there because I want that white there. But I want it to be black, but I want it to just be a shadow of a shade lighter, if that makes sense. I don't know if the camera will even pick it up. Because it's such a small difference that I don't know that the camera is that sensitive to pick it up. We still got to put the little sparkle in the eye. There we go. There we go. Our little Highland cow is coming along. What time is it? Ooh, I'm over an hour. Might have to come back and finish this next week. No, we are going to finish it, I think. I think we'll go ahead and finish it, although I have quite a bit more to do. We may finish our cow and then maybe later this week finish the whole painting. I think that's what we'll do because I still have quite a bit more to do on this cow. She's not ready. She's not done. I wish she was. But we've got to put her flowers and all that stuff in there. So we're not done yet. And I have to put her longer hair in. So yeah, she's got a little ways to go. There we go. I'm liking that. And so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the little sparkle in her eye. So at least we can see it to this point of done. kind of need a little bit of a darker brown. That would be nice if I had a little bit of a darker brown. She's coming. She needs a little more work. I need a slightly darker brown that I don't have. But for now, we're gonna say she's done for tonight. We're gonna put some flowers on her. We're gonna put some other things on her, some leaves, some flowers, some stuff like that. I'm gonna put a little sparkle up on her horn, just a little bit. We can adjust this all later. But just a little something. She's looking a little cute. She needs a little something else, though. She's going to get a little darker hair coming in and a little wilder hair. I really like the wild hair on this child here. So I want to make mine a little wild hair, too. And so my face is a little long. I started to make my face narrower, but my face got a little long. That's okay. We'll figure it out. But anyway, for now, this is what we have. And I will be live later this week, maybe on Friday. We'll have a fun day Friday and finish her up. Anyway, y'all have a great rest of your night. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you later. Bye.